All right, let's see. Let's see if we're up. Okay. Nice. All right. Today, in lieu of the last stream, the scraping stream, last coding live stream, I wanna scrape Facebook, and today we have to break some rules. So let's first, before we get into it, let's check Facebook's terms of service, just to see. Just to see if we're actually going to break any rules. So let's see. It includes a clause which prohibits access or collect data from Facebook's products using automated means without Facebook's permission. So, long story short, it's not illegal, but Facebook might delete my account for doing this, which is okay. I don't like who likes Facebook anyway? Boomers like Facebook. So what we're going to do today is we're going to try to automate a script. So I have this data set that I used. I made this like little search engine called MetaHeads, which is, it's not up right now, but where I made a little search engine for Facebook comments. And today I'm going to recreate part of it and show you guys a little bit about how you want to get some Facebook data for yourself. So Facebook is notoriously hard to scrape, and we're going to scrape it today, and I'm going to show you how to do it. I'm also going to walk through some VPN stuff on how to set up a proxy, which we're probably not going to actually set up the proxy here, but I'll show you a good script, Stack Overflow answer, on how to set up the proxy for VPN so that you don't get found out from your IP when you're web scraping. So let's get banned from Facebook, shall we? So the point of what we're gonna do. So let's talk through it right here. So our task today. Why does it look bad? All right, I need to make comments. Let's scrape Facebook comments. Why? So we can find the top boomers of Facebook. That should have been the title of this video. Finding the top boomers of Facebook. So I have a data set of, for every most US cities, at least most relevant US cities, I think over like population of 1,000, I have a media, I have the link to the top news or media Facebook page of each of them, which I got web scraping. Sorry, Facebook, you can already take my account. I really don't want to see, actually take my account, it's fine. So what we're going to do is we're going to scrape Facebook for these comments, or we're going to actually see how we can make a script to auto log in and to fetch comments and become elite 10x hacksaws. 20x. This might be 20x. If we can do this well, this might be 20x. And I want to find some comments, because whenever you go to news pages for like some town, some like random 2,000 population town of Facebook, you have like people losing their minds on the stream. And sometimes I'm like, where do you people come from? But I want to find the best ones. So let's see if we can get the data on the amount of reactions. Let's see if we can do that. I think I remember doing that before. I don't know if I did it well. So let's try to, I did do it, but I didn't do it well. Let's see if we can get that data. I want to get the most angry comments. No. Let's just see what we can get. Let's try to find those boomers. I know they're out there, and I know they're ready to tell you everything they know about what you don't know about about getting rent that's like $200 and a like $30 an hour job flipping burgers. Oh, that doesn't exist. Interesting. Okay, but all right. let's work on our grit today, and let's try to find some boomers on Facebook. Okay. So let's go to the terminal. Where's my terminal? First thing you want to do. So I have a config with some private details here. I got some private details in my config, and I'm going to use that to log into Facebook here. So let's create this Facebook 10x scraper. And if you're wondering why we're calling it a 10x scraper, that's a problem. You're going to have to figure that out. So let's go. I'm going to make a function called run. If you've watched another stream, you've already seen me do this. You're like, why do you do this every time? And I'm exiting the process. I know. And by the way, we're using Node.js, which is every Leet scraper 10x. What am I talking about? It's every 10x hacksawer's favorite language. Just kidding. No. JavaScript is a very flawed language. Actually, I want to have a JavaScript stream where I just talk through everything JavaScript. So we're going to get Puppeteer, as we always do when we're scraping. By the way, the importance of web scraping is right now we have an AI craze, and with this AI craze, we have a lot of people sort of trying to get real-world data, and we have a lot of APIs closing off real-world data, and it's important for individual indie devs to know how to get their own data, even if you sacrifice your Facebook account. No one likes Facebook anymore, except boomers. Let me keep that. All right, so let's go. Let's get Puppeteer. What else do we need? What I do want to do is I want to be able to, when we scrape these Facebook comments, I want to be able to get get some sort of classifier. So maybe we don't even need to get reactions. We can literally just get some classifier that's just like, how toxic is this comment? from 0 to 1, and then rank them based on that per city. That's actually kind of cool. So if you're joining right now, just know what I'm doing is I am scraping Facebook comments to find the top boomers in our nation, the United States. Well, let's find our top boomers. Okay, so if you think that's hate against boomers, I get it. I'm being ageist, I get it. But I think we all know a boomer out there that needs to hear that maybe their time's up. Nah, I'm just kidding. Am I kidding? I don't think so. All right. Just want to be honest. Okay, so we got Puppeteer. Let's actually get started. So there's a couple things. I get the same setup script. Remember, when you're 10x, you copy code. When you're 5x, you copy code. When you're 10x, let me get rid of these two. When you're 10x, you copy your own code over and over and over again. Let's actually get our code from the S-post finder, which was from a few days ago. And let's get some of this code here. So what do we want to get from this? We can make it a command line tool like we did the other day. Also, yeah, we want to get this config, because I have a config where I have my user details so I can auto log in. You guys can see my Facebook for a sec, which I don't care. Hopefully they just get rid of it like that. That'd be great. Like, I don't need this. I always get these two functions because I just use it so much whenever I'm scraping stuff. Whenever I'm being lead in 10x. Alright, so let's get the setup of the browser. And alright, so now we set up our browser. So really, let's run through what this does. I already ran through this a few times, but for anyone joining today, we're launching a Puppeteer browser. Puppeteer is a Node.js framework for essentially getting a headless browser. Like, I'm not doing headless here just so I can see what's happening, but it's for browser automation. So whenever you want to scrape data, you can do the whole beautiful soup, get the HTTP request or just any HTTP request client, and you can look into that. But you're going to find that most websites like Facebook, the data, it happens after the page load. You have these single page apps that are fetching data from a server and loading them in JavaScript. And in order to run JavaScript, you need a browser. So that's why people use Selenium and things like Puppeteer, so they can do browser automation. It's educational, okay? We're breaking their TOS for educational purposes, okay? Because the youth need to know how to break the rules. Just kidding. No one should break the rules. It's for adults. This is adult only. So but the point of what we're doing here is so that we can gain knowledge on how to get our own data, because hey, maybe there's a site out there that it's not against the TOS, you know, and they have some data you need. All right, so let's go and open the viewport and let's get the console, and so you get these two objects here. You get page and you get browser. And with page and browser, page is a class that Puppeteer gives you in order to really do a ton of stuff with the actual page execution context. So the thing that's rendering the page, the life cycle of the page, that's you know, going to URLs, having navigation or network events happen. You can check if the network's idle. You can do a ton of things in the life cycle of the page. Wait until the document's loaded. Ton of things you can do here, and you can also inject scripts to the page, which we will use with .evaluate. Nice. So does anyone feel 10x yet? All right. So the first thing we want to do is we want to go to the login page for Facebook. I don't know, am I logged into Facebook right now? We may want to, let's check Facebook. Okay, that's me. Okay, so looks like I'm not logged in. This is what the Facebook login page looks. I don't think, so let's actually open up an incognito browser, because I'm in Facebook. I do everything in Chrome. So it looks like this. Let's assume it looks the same in Chrome. I don't really feel like opening Chrome right now. Sorry. All right, so let's do this. What we want to do, which we did last video, is we want to check we want to auto log in. And actually, I want to save the cookies. I want to show you how to save your cookies and reload your cookies so you can stay logged in, so we don't have to keep relogging in, because that looks suspicious, right? So here we have the email. So they actually have an ID email, which is cool. So actually, we can go and do document query selector email. Yeah, and that gives us, all right, that's easy. Do they have a password on? No, cool. Let me just see what this one is. Let's get this password, ID pass, of course. All right, so we have the email, we have the password, and what else? All right, cool, that's all we need. Oh yeah, we need the button too. So let's figure out what this button is. This is name login, so that's actually probably enough. Oh, you know what? It's type submit, so actually, there's probably only one thing with the attribute type submit. Let's escape that. If you can't see that, I'm sorry. It's not much I can do. Oh, okay, I can do that. All right, cool. So these are 3 query selectors. We gotta get each of these things. We gotta send keys. I'm gonna steal my code from yesterday. So we're gonna want to do the same thing pretty much as the Twitter login. And yeah, All right, let's make a function called Facebook login. And we're automating logging into Facebook. We can, I think for this, we can just go to facebook.com and we're going to want to run this function. We're running it as an async await function. And let's wait for email. Just so you want to wait for everything that's data dependent when you're scraping. So you want to wait for the thing that you're gonna need to do something with it, whether you're, giving data to it or whatever. So we want to focus here. I think, yeah, we do want to focus. So we're highlighting the email. We don't have to press enter. So we can actually do focus email. We don't have to wait, do the timeout like we did before, but we can focus on the email. And let's type the config username, which is I just have a config file. That's really it. So let's hope that config file isn't messed up, because I don't want you guys to see my password, but maybe, I'm not gonna show you guys my password. If the password's messed up, then I don't know what to tell you. We're gonna have to do something else. I'll have to stop the stream or something. Actually, no, I could just go to OBS. All right, so let's focus on the email. Let's type that, and then let's focus on the pass. Now let's type the password. And then we want to click. We don't have to press enter, because, oh yeah, let's wait 5 seconds still. Let's click on this, which page dot evaluate, and I like you doing evaluate. There's a method for getting these selectors, but I like using evaluate. So let's return document dot query selector. So now we're saying give us the button. This is the submit button. All right, submit button dot click. All right, let's wait just so we see that this works. And I want to do something to save the cookies. I have to do something to save the cookies after this. All right, let's go and node FB 10x scraper. Let's run it. We already broke something. I wanted that to work first try. Okay. I did not install Puppeteer yet. Whoops. How's everyone doing here? You guys feel like lead coders yet? Telling you, web scraping is important. If anyone is just joining, just know that we're currently trying to find the top Facebook boomers across the nation. All right. Why is it still? Oh, it's running Puppeteer Core. What is that? What is that? Ugh. Okay, so let's run this again. We did not import FS. Wow, we just got a ton of bugs here. That's not 10x. In the end, we will have. So this is a cooler script than the Twitter one. Twitter one was easy. Facebook's actually kind of hard to scrape, but we'll do it. We'll figure it out. All right. It's opening up our Chrome browser. I think it's headless false, so we'll see what's happening. Broke because page is undefined. Because I didn't pass. This is not first try. This is even close to first try. What can you do? What can you do? It broke again? Because I'm not passing it to it. Alright. This cookie part's going to be really important. Page.goto. Oh, hold on a sec. Because it's browser comma page. Wow, I'm like so clumsy today. What's happening today? You know why? I had an energy drink before this, and I'm like, all right, nice. It worked, but also it said click is not a function. I don't know. I thought if you get an element, you could just do .click. I was wrong. So let's do element.click. Element.click for Puppeteer. Yeah, I thought. You think? You know what? It might be that our selector returned null. So we're returning the query selector for this. No, I don't think so. Because this is an element handle. I know it's an element handle. So let's log submit button. It's just what happens. It's just what happens. How's everyone feeling? Feel 10x yet? All right. It's we're just logging stuff. We're not actually. It's gonna break. I think it was this. That's not null. Looks like it would represent an object or an instance of a class. Okay. So let's log this query selector here. And also the only reason why we're going to see these logs that we log in our evaluate function is because of the console function right here. Okay. Does that make sense? Is that fill 10x? God, I can't wait to not have a Facebook. It's honestly just such a pain. This is a browser feature. They're like, stop. Okay, so let me think. So this log didn't show up. Let's actually do that. Let's log that, and then let me think. Oh, you know what? Let's do this. Let's click it in JavaScript. So let's get the submit button, and inside the script we're injecting. And then because the click outside of this was the Puppeteer click. Also, let's do element submit button just to see if this is actually resolving. Should resolve. You never know. All right, so well, we know because it was an empty object. We know it wasn't null. I think it would have to be null. So I think this is gonna work. I just use Knitter to scrape Twitter. A lot easier to scrape, manage to avoid being. Oh, nice. Oh, awesome. That's great. The reason why we use Puppeteer. Oh, nice. It clicked it. The reason why we do stuff like this is once things start. Oh, I'm using an old password. Whoops. Yeah. So like things like Knitter and like as soon as things start to get complex, you're gonna want to have an understanding of the code. But yeah, if you can use a tool to scrape that's not coding, use it. You know, coding's hard. But there's a lot of times where you're gonna have to get some data that's it's a little more complex to use. So I'm actually using an old password, which sucks, because part of the reason why the old password sucks is that I gotta figure out how to let me think. I gotta figure out, I may actually want to skip the logging in because I don't want to show you guys my password. So let's actually do this. I'm gonna see if I can directly go to the locations page. So I have this list of locations from Facebook. And I'm gonna get, so I have a list of for anyone joining now, joining now, I have this one, we're scraping Facebook comments, but I have this data set that I found, or that I scraped like a few months ago, or like a year ago, when I made this script, this Facebook comment search engine. And the interesting thing about that is the data set is perfect for what we're doing today. So I have these like news, pretty much every news page for every city that like has one in the US, news or media page, and I'm using it here. So there's like a page link key on each of these, so I'm actually gonna filter it. Not everyone has a page link key, so beforehand I'm gonna filter this for everything that has a page link. So like the page link, it's still coding using C. Oh, I thought Knitter was like a API. Oh, cool. Yeah, that's cool. So do you know if like what URL you were using to get the static HTML, if it was like oh, I see what you're saying. Knitter is a non-JS front end for Twitter, and you just scrape that. That's smart. That's awesome. Yeah, definitely you should live stream that, because I would definitely watch that. That's like the type of thinking that you need when you're doing this stuff, is like, how do you make it as easy as possible? And using like a non-JS front end. That's why I always, if you want to scrape Reddit, always use old.reddit.com, because they actually make it very accessible for you to get data. Using the old Reddit, the new Reddit's like, it's like super janky. That's super cool, Mad Max. All right, so let's go and return all these page links. Actually, we don't have to return the page link. We just need to filter it. So this page link, this is just something I have in this data set. So let's do. Okay, let's redefine it to. And I think this is a JavaScript. Alright, so let's go and let's not do the Facebook login for now, because I just forgot. I put in an old password, which is my bad. And I don't want to go in the config and change my password right now. So let's see if we can actually go to these pages directly without being logged in. If not, then I may have to change that password. I may have to mess my OBS a little bit so you guys can't see my screen. Alright, just for a little bit, so I can get my real password. Alright, so what are we doing? So we want to use these locations. We want to loop through the locations that we have. Let location of locations. Isn't this fun? I can't wait to get banned from Facebook. That'd be so nice. So we want to do, let's do scrape. Let's make a new function called get FB locations. Let's see. Oh, one thing about Knitter. Do they have comment threads from Facebook? Because if they do, that would be really nice. And how comprehensive is the comment threads? I may stream scraping knitter. Alright, so actually let's do get face. We don't have to say Facebook. Get page comments. So that's all we need. Let's pass in the page class from Puppeteer and then the page link. And then all we have to do is await page, go to. Let's just see if this works first. If this doesn't work, we're gonna have a little break. It's alright. I'm so like amped up right now. I don't know why. Application.page link. This is fun. Alright. Let's go and nope. Line 15. What am I doing wrong? Oh, this isn't real JSON. My bad. That was a big file. Oh. I got this from Mongo Export. I didn't know it was like all messed up. This isn't a real JSON file. You see how it doesn't have commas here? Wow. That's crazy. Let me see. So this was all in a MongoDB database, and I used Mongo Export to export it, and apparently the line to export it, I said put in a JSON, but this isn't like a valid JSON file. Is it covers all normal Twitter read functions? Yeah. Okay, cool. Yeah, I need to look into that. Interesting. So this export thing sucks. Oh, JSON format canonical. What does that mean? Oh, the relaxed mode. So it uses like a relaxed mode of JSON or whatever. I don't. Maybe that's just something that they do just for Mongo. So, all right, I gotta go use that Mongo export line thing again. Wait. Mongo. Oh, I don't have it in this. Also, a little trick, Control R, you can search for things that you used to write, or for previous commands. That'll save you so much time. Alright, so Mongo export. Let's use. Yeah, I have a I just need to get my MongoDB shit stuff. Sorry YouTube. Not sorry Facebook. I'm not. I'm on YouTube side here. YouTube, we're buddies. Facebook, no, I don't. I'm not a Facebook fan, obviously. Have I not made that clear? Alright, so DB equals, what was it called? A meta heads. Yeah, it was a little project I had. I might re-up it. Okay, so re-up it. Who am I? Alright, so we want to do this JSON format thing. JSON format canonical. So we can get like actual data here. Let's see if that works. Let's see what it looks like now. Before it was like malformed JSON. Alright, looks up. It's the same thing. Okay, so yeah, let me just look at this. Canonical. The default's relaxed. Yeah, I need to do JSON array. Yes, I wanted that square bracket. All right. Let's rerun the script so we can get our locations. Don't you feel 10x? Why did it just open? Oh, Facebook, New York Times is the first Facebook page that I scraped. Okay. What the? Okay, I don't know. Just. Oh. Oh no! If you press X on that thing, you actually get access to these comments. You don't have to be logged in. We just need to check if this thing exists. This little. So let's get one of these links. Let's exit out of that. So we are actually using my data set to go through each city's location. It's actually ordered by each city's population size. So we're starting with New York. That is not. I used to work for the New York Times. I just want to make it very clear that was not on purpose. That's the first one here. Okay. But I have no qualms. Maybe I do. I mean, they're kind of destroying the country, but no, I'm just kidding. All right. Or am I? I don't know. But all right. So let's scrape this. So we gotta exit out of this. So we don't have to log in. Nice. But what we have to do is we have to go and press X on this thing right here. So let's find this X. What is this? Oh, interesting. We may want to. Oh wait, no, this is their icons. So I was gonna check to see if this link existed, but just a little front end thing. This icon it exists in this icons file, and they're just showing it by position. This is like I don't know why, a sprite map for all their sprites, all their icons here. Anyone in gaming understands that when you sprites, you typically have like a whole like sprites file. That's what Facebook apparently has here, and they're sort of saying this X and Y position at this height and width, get this sprite. So the reason why that's important is I was thinking maybe we could. Oh wait, we have a ARIA label close. We can just use that. I'm always overcomplicating stuff. I was gonna get it by the sprite. Let's just check if this works. There might be multiple closes. Document. I'm a query selector magician. No. Alright, nice. Okay, so we can use this. Okay, so we don't have to do this 10-second timeout thing. It's obsessive. Or this is not obsessive, that's is my brain okay today? I promise I'm like a normal person. Excessive. Page evaluate. Okay, let's return document query selector. Let's also wait until it shows up. So let's wait until page dot wait for selector. Let's wait until the selector exists. And actually, we want to timeout this because some of these pages may not have this. I don't know. I don't know if this is like a thing that's on every page or not, but either way, we want to get the close button like this. I don't know why. I'm like having fun with this one. Like I just not a fan of Facebook. Just not a fan of these meta heads here. It covers all. Yeah. Atlas? Wait, what? What about, what's Atlas? Mongo Atlas? Okay, so let's close that. Let's look at it. So once we close this, we have the page, and we can scroll. So we want to auto scroll. We want to progressively scroll. Let's see if as we scroll, these stay. These do stay. So how should we do this? So on Twitter, they actually delete. Oh, I think they do it here too. They delete the as you scroll, they only render on the page the currently shown. Let's scroll really fast just to see if they do it. The currently shown feed items. I think they keep it. Yeah, because this just stays long. So this page is long. So let's do this. Let's get the most recent comment threads on each post. And let's just continuously scroll. I have to check if the comments. Alright, so this one has reactions on this post. This one has 23 comments. So that's how you. So it looks like they have this little comment button here. We want to click on this. What happens when we click on that? It opens up a modal. Ooh, this one's going to be harder. So it opens up a modal. And then we auto click the X to go back. So we have to open up the modal, let's just get like, let's not do pagination because, just delete this little thing right here. Just delete this S, let's do this S. I don't know why alright, let's delete this right here. Let's delete this node. I just want to see what's behind this. Most relevant is selected. So let's not do pagination with the comments. Let's just get this comment thread, and let's not worry about the comment level. Like these are child comments. This right here is a child comment to this. Let's not worry about that right now. Let's just get all the ones that are showing, and then we're gonna have to press X on this again, which you may be able to just get the same close button that we got before. Oh, what? Oh, that's from yesterday. I think it was ARIA label close. ARIA is an accessibility thing. Wait, was it not ARIA label close? No, it was. Oh, whoops. Yeah, it's the same thing. Okay, so we can use the same thing to reclose it. It's a lot of interactions. One thing I know Facebook does when you're scraping is they check if you're making a lot of interactions, especially with these hovers. So when you hover over this, you can't, and you do that a lot, you see the breakdown of each thing. If you do that a lot, they'll just be like, you can't use Facebook for the next like 5 minutes or whatever. Let's not do that for now. We'll see what we can get. For now, let's just get the comments and see how we can do that. I'm so happy we don't have to log in. Like, I'm so happy. How did you learn all these tricks? How much time it took you to be proficient in coding? So, to get good, I started coding when I was like 12. And I was a little script kiddie. I'm 26 right now, turning 27 in like a month. So like, I've been coding a while. I feel like I was first proficient when I was like 15, and I had like a coding club in high school where I just taught people how to code. There's actually a long story about that. I'm a little sorry about that situation, because I kind of took the club at first. It's the whole thing, but there's a little insurrection that I thwarted. But anyway, so I had a coding club, and then did a lot of hackathons, and then I did internships in high school. When I was 18, I started working professionally. I did the Hack NY fellowship. Worked at the New York Times for like a year and a half, and then I worked at a lot of startups. Had my own sort of consulting company, and now I'm starting my own startup again, or kind of for the first time, like seriously, because I would like now I'm really getting into it. And yeah, so that's my background. You know, if you really want to know how I got, oh yeah, and I web scrape all the time because all of my ideas, I love the web, and all my ideas are you kind of using the web against itself. So rather than making my own platform for YouTube, it's like, or not for YouTube, just for anything, any Web 2.0 company, I like the idea of building on top of Web 2.0. So Web 2.0 is like the user-generated content revolution that happened in like the mid 2000s with like Wikipedia and YouTube and all that, and Twitter, where first the Web 1.0 was like, this should be a whole video. Web 1.0 was like, I'll get back to this in a sec. The Web 1.0 was like the phase of like, you have e-commerce, you have the beginning of the web, you have Mosaic, and you have like all these people kind of rushing to do the first iteration of like checkout systems, the first iteration of the web. Web 2.0 is you have this generation of user-generated content. So now it's the prosumers, right? It's like we're all producing the web while consuming it at the same time. Stack Overflow, GitHub is included in that generation. We're now sort of entering in this like AI kind of like, so the way I look at it is, for anyone who's an industry person, you know about big data. The user-generated web created so much valuable data with social media and with just everything, with news and all this. The next iteration is how do we do stuff with that data? How do we make meaning out of that data? That's why I'm really into web scraping, and I've gotten into AI the past, especially the past year. And yeah, like I think, so the part of the reason why I know this so much is so many of my projects is like, how do I get my own data, But all right, so does that sort of answer that question? All right, so let's get these comments. First thing I want to do is I want to click on this, inspect this. Oh wow, that's so many indents. We want to click on this little button right here. Wow, oh man, Facebook's UI is like not made for scraping at all. Okay, so how do we click? Ooh, that's bad. That's hard. That's really hard. Notice how, so this one's going to be hard to do because notice how they obfuscate all their classes. They make it hard to read all their classes on purpose because of people like me. Dirty people like me. People like me that make life hard for people like them. So we're gonna have to figure out how to do this. There's a lot of divs in here. It's possible. So one thing I'm noticing, first let's isolate the issue. So we probably know how to get all these posts. How do we get all these posts? Let's first get the post. It's the main thing that matters. This is the array of all the posts. Hold on a sec. This is an individual post. Oh no, this is a individual post. These are all the individual posts, and these are just generic divs. So this is an interesting problem. So what programming do you often, besides I use a lot of Python. It's interesting. How do I get this? There's something we can do here that they don't even know we can do, and it's like, oh, roll article. There we go. That's what we can do. Role is it's kind of like a HTML, a semantic HTML thing. So the web, as it started developing, people started realizing you need semantic HTML. So for screen readers, you need to start, let's see, yeah, okay. So it looks like we can use role article to get everything here. So we at least know we can get the article, meaning we can get each individual post using role article, but the hard part is getting this right here. So let's just get the articles first. Semantic HTML was a iteration in HTML5 on the web where you have now with the way Google gets stuff on the web is websites HTML, they tell Google how to scrape them. It's a contract. We're doing is breaking the contract. But so they understand that every website needs to have a title, it needs to have certain meta information for Google to scrape. You know, the way Google can easily show that there's information on a website is it uses these things like role and like the article tag to show Google that, oh, and other search engines, oh, like this is an article, this is like content on the web page. So you're using the role article to get, and we don't have to wait for selector actually. Oh, we got to scroll first before we do this. I'm doing too much. Just keep that commented for now. Does that make sense? Let's just keep this in the, let's keep this. So let's scroll first. We're gonna want to do a scroll by like we did the other day. It's gonna have to be a loop. Let's not do the loop yet, but I just remember we need to do a loop because we need to keep scrolling to get new. Because I want to do the same thing we did the other day, where we're like get per page. We want to get. Let's have a limit of like 100. All right, let's just do 10 for now. But we want to get like 10. Oh no, let's do it by comment. Let's get 20 comments per page. Or we're trying to find boomers. First web content by site owners. Second, yeah, 100%. 100%. Yeah. Mad Max gets it. Yeah. The first wave is content by site owners. Second's content by users. APIs all around. Happy times. Third, two big sites. Users are cattle. APIs being intentionally hostile. 100%. Makes sense. Scraping is booming, especially 100%. So you're cattle now as a user on this on social media. 100%. And that's another reason why scraping's big is. I mean, think about how valuable data is. If you know how to get your own data, you could, like, people pay a ton of money for that, but you could start your own business based on this. You know, you don't want to, like, I don't want to start, you shouldn't start a business off of Facebook comments because that's a lawsuit waiting to happen. But, like, you need to get to a point where you're, like, strategically getting real world data that you're authorized to use. In a way in which you can create value for customers. That's so important because that's how we bring the web to a point where we're not just like and not everything's not just becoming centralized with a few API authorities like Twitter API and things like that, and you have smart engineers that are like, oh, actually, like we can just get our own data. That's why I think web scraping should be super open, legally, like in my opinion. Yeah, but Web3 is based on decentralized info, whether it's fine. The blockchain thing, that's a whole conversation. But I don't think Web3, it's branded as blockchain, but I don't fully agree. It's a part of it, but I think it's a data thing. Is the web by nature creates data, and the way data is being created and who owns data over time is more so the evolution in my opinion. But yeah, okay, so let's do a page where we want to do a scroll. That's a really good comment, or it's a good comment, but it's also a it's a good topic, the whole decentralization thing, Web3 being decentralization. I think peer-to-peer, it's about time for peer-to-peer stuff to come back. And I'm not hating on blockchain, but I think it's more of a piece of the pie. I think blockchain's really going to start being valuable once data itself is more decentralized, data ownership. All right, so window dot scroll by, this is x comma y. We're not scrolling by x, we're just scrolling by y. So let's do 2000 pixels. What is this metric right here? All right, so we're doing the scroll. Let's get the articles. Let's actually wait until the article exists. Which, once we loop this, we'll only have to do this the first time around because there's always going to be articles. This loop is going to be real messy. My bad. Roll equals article. Because sometimes when we scroll, it's not gonna actually like load new things. It's actually just because we know we need to wait. Let's just wait a second. Right there. All right. So let's return document query selector all. Do we want to do this? Do we need to do maybe? Yeah. Okay. So we don't have to array from because we don't have to treat these like arrays yet. We're just letting Puppeteer translate this to their element handle class. Let's see. Sure, but when you see big kinds of, oh yeah, true. Yeah. I actually, that's a good point. It does. It's an important thing. 100%. All right, so let's keep this close button right here. We need to do a loop. So for now, let's get each article. For each article, let's keep this in all in the page JavaScript. So we're getting each block of the page. We need to now find this little thing. How do we find this little thing? You know what? It's gonna be so hard to find this that I'm gonna do something real dirty. I'm gonna do something real dirty here. You know what I'm gonna do? I'm gonna try to find this SVG. Is this an SVG or is this using their icons file? Oh, it's using their icons file. It's their sprite file. Yeah, so I can't do that. So you know what? I can do this. I can search for the background position. That sucks. I'm not doing that because it's in a class. So wait, it's not in a class. So it's actually in a style tag. We don't have to do that. It's just the only reason why is this HTML is like super broken. It's an I tag though. It's an I tag. Visual completion CSS image. What happens if we get every I tag with this data selector? I mean query selector. So let's just get the first. No, let's just get this specific one. Roll button. Oh, this is a roll button. Oh. How many roll buttons are there? Is this ID? I don't know that ID. If we can use that. Yeah, we want to use roll button. My bad. We just got to see. Let's see. So we have this. We have to find a, we need to figure out how to select this. So this right panel right here, I think there's 2 roll buttons here. These look like roll buttons. So it's probably 5. Why can't I right click that? It's weird. It's not letting me right click. Okay. Whatever. Let's just see what all the roll buttons are on this. Where is it? Oh, it's right here. Where's the yeah, roll article. Let's click on this. And the little trick is in the inspector, you can, hold on. In the inspector, you can use $0 to get the thing you clicked on in the inspector in the console. It's a little trick. So I'm gonna try to get all the roll buttons. Oh, there's 8. Which one is the right one? Oh, these are roll buttons. So that's going to be a variable thing, so we can't get it by index. So let's do this. Let me see. How can we do this? We could check. One thing I want to see, this is tab index 0. I think that it's all tab index 0. Let me see if tab index 0 is going to help. Tab index 0. Wait, what? Oh, is that not how you use tab index? No, tab index equals 0. Yeah, that's right. Oh, I changed the $. Let me click on this again. Yeah, I need to click on this again. Alright, so let's see if oh, they all have tab index 0. Can't use that. How are we gonna do this? I don't want to do the thing where I check the style element on each element. That's so dirty. I really don't want to do that. I might have to do that. The thing is, so all right, so we can do one thing here, and I'll show you. So we can get. I'm gonna copy the. I don't want to do this because this is not a great way to do things. And I'll show you why. But I'm gonna get the CSS path for this. Let's just see what that looks like. Oh wait, I don't want to get all this stuff in the path. Yeah, I don't want to do that. Hold on. Do they have like a CSS path that doesn't include CSS selector? Is that? I want to get something that doesn't include all the. Yeah. So like, this is essentially what we need to do, right? And we need to get it from the. We need to get it from the. What am I trying to say? From the. We need to find at what point. Oh, actually, let's do this. Let's cross-examine here. So let's get this CSS selector. This is hacksaw stuff right here. It's real hacksaw stuff. So let's get this. Okay, nice. That actually kind of works. All right, so this is the whole. This is the unique CSS selector for this whole article tag. And this is the unique one for this. See how complicated that is? Nth child is a class pseudo element function that you can add in your CSS selectors that essentially says get this n child at this position. So if there's 5 div childs here, it's only going to give you the first one and return it. So right here, I know this is the role article, so I can actually just delete that. Oh wait, my bad. I can delete that. So I can say, do this. So the reason why this isn't great is because, well, it's kind of obvious, but it's super finicky. So I don't know if I don't know what they do with their HTML, right? So I don't know if they render like some things in reverse sometimes, if they have some weird algorithm to mess up the actual layout. This is super layout dependent because it's just saying literally this end child, this end child. That's why you'll rarely see me do this, because you'll see me do like this. Like this is a unique, this is like a general thing that is, if this is broken, then like so many other things would be broken on the page. So that's, I'm getting a some level of confidence that getting the role article is good. All right, so let's go and return. Am I mapping? Yeah, I'm mapping. I don't need a map. I don't. Yeah, I do. I should map. So this is actually, this is comment links. Hold on a second. Let's just do comments. It's comment links. So we're gonna loop through each of these links. You might have to filter this. I'm gonna log comment links just to see if this actually does anything. It should be an array of element handles. I hope. I don't know. Is this gonna work? I don't know, actually. Whatever. Let's see if this works. We need to await this. So this is gonna give us an array of these comment links. So some of these are actually gonna, I know some of these are gonna be empty because not every article has a comment link here. So actually, we do want to filter this. And a filter is an array method where you're taking your array, and so we're mapping. So you want to take your array. So we're going to return all. We're going to filter out. Let's do this. So this is something that is going to apply a filter to your array, and then whatever this condition resolves to is it's gonna be keep or throw away. This is a little shorthand to say if it's null, essentially resolve this to a false. If it's true, resolve it to a true. So we're kind of saying cast the value to a boolean here. It's like a bang bang thing. All right, so we do a bang bang, and then we get our comment links. And then let's do that. Let's see if this is gonna work. Not 100%. What I do know is we're gonna get banned. I'm gonna get, not you. You shouldn't do this. I should get banned from Facebook. Something broke. Close button broke. So I waited for the selector close button. Oh. Because I just saw that. I just dealt with the fact that I couldn't click on the page. So let's try that. Wait, what? I always do that. I always forget the equal sign. What a fool I am. Do this. All right, let's look at, keep our terminal open. So is my thing covering what I'm coding? A little bit. Let me just keep this to the side. Close button's not defined. What? My bad. I misspelled it. Let's go. Let's go. Let's get some boomer comments. Let's find all the boomers on O. It's like doing stuff. It's undefined. Why is this undefined? This returns something that's undefined. Why would it do that? So it gets this array from map. You know why? Because all of these are okay. Let's do this. Let's log this. Notice how when I console log, I tag things so I can kind of see what's happening here. So when I get my log, it's not like, wait, if I have 100 logs, I know to look for the log that's named the log that I wrote down. It's actually scrolling, which is nice. Okay, so we'll stop that. This is empty. Could not serialize reference object on line 41. Oh. Okay, our console log thing isn't working for that. Whatever. Forgot to return that. So why? You know, let's actually just go and let's do this. Let's copy and let's test this in the real world. Oh, it's working in the real world. So why is it undefined here? It actually worked like 100% here. Wow. So that actually works in Firefox. So I don't know. So, but it's undefined for us. Why is this undefined? Why would that be undefined? Waiting until the article loads. You know what? You know what's happening? We don't want to wait for article because I think these are the article exists first and then the content comes after. So actually, let's wait for something that denotes that there's content in the post. So maybe like get a role link inside of the role, because I think all of these have to have role links. Yeah, because these are lazy loaded, meaning that first it loads a ton of stuff that's just like scaffolding on the. That's why when you see little gray boxes on Facebook, that's just scaffolding, and then it renders the content. We're trying to get the content when the scaffolding shows up on the page, which is not 10x. It's rookie. It's a rookie move. It's embarrassing. I'm embarrassed for myself. Okay, let's go to New York Times. Okay. Oh, whoops. Still undefined. Why would that be undefined? It may be because there's no comments. So let's actually try the New York Times one here. I think I'm gonna have to go to Chrome browser to test this. I didn't want to. Let me actually close out of my Firefox browser. Wait, I'm still good, right? Yeah, I'm still streaming. We be streaming. Okay. Oh, this is the S poster from the other day. Wow, my computer is so slow. Like, I'm actually kind of embarrassed for myself. All right. Isn't this like so much better than machine learning? Just kidding. I know machine learning people, you guys like waiting, and it's just not me. Oh, interesting. Oh wait, I'm like logged in. That's why it looks like this. I gotta get my logged out state. Hold on. Ignore, this is my YouTube or my Facebook. Ignore it. You didn't see anything. All right. So I logged out. Let's go to Facebook. Let's see what this looks like for a logged out user. Okay. Say nice. Press the X. We just have to test Chrome because I don't know. I have a feeling it's different for Firefox. I have a feeling. Let's go and inspect this comment. All these should have comments. Boomers complain on Facebook like all day. Wow, this is slow. This is really slow. Hold on. Which post am I looking at right now? Oh, okay. And then, okay, so I'm gonna get this. Well, let's just copy and paste this little script we have and see if this actually, this little thing to get all these comment links. So we can click on them, get access to the comment. Let's see if this actually like works here. Oh, I just realized I don't have the chat. My bad. Where I gotta get the chat. I'm sorry. Does my Firefox have the chat over? Well, let's just see if this is the same. I'm gonna reopen Firefox. Yeah, this does work in Fit. So this isn't a browser issue. Oh, whoops. Let's show that again. This isn't a browser issue. Maybe I could just go on my mobile to see. So like, yeah, let me just go on my mobile. So like, yeah, okay, cool. But all right, let's go back to, let's do facebook.com/. So this is not a browser issue. This should 100% work. 100%. I say that too much. Whenever like streaming, you just start learning that like you just sound like an idiot. Maybe it's just me. You know? Maybe I'm just the idiot. Just kidding. I have more self-respect than that. Okay, so this works. Why would it not work? Why would it be undefined? Why would it be undefined? It's actually weird. Because it should be defined. It's saying that this variable is undefined. It would be an empty array. Why is that undefined? This is blowing my mind. This is actually blowing my mind. What are we gonna do? 10x people are never confused. It's a little tidbit. If you're trying to get a job in tech, just know that if you're ever confused, you might as well quit, because that doesn't happen to the people that are good at it. You know, just gatekeeping. Gatekeeping's good. Just kidding. No, I hope you know I'm joking. 5% of the time, and that's one of the 5%. All right, so why is this undefined? But it's not undefined here. Why would that happen? This has to be a problem with. You know what? Let's do another timeout after this. Let's do it 2 seconds. This has to be a race condition. Has to be a race condition. Yeah, I think it would have to be a race condition. That just doesn't even make sense. Just to see, I don't know, I just want to make sure this is comment links. Oh, you know what? It's the array from. They can't make sense of the, that's what it is. They can't make sense of the data structure when it comes back from page evaluate, I think. So let's actually do all the logic in here and just see if. So what I mean by that is when we do this array from, it changes this data structure to an array of elements, and I think page evaluate has some sort of weird thing going on where it translates the space to like, it translates the types, and it probably doesn't make sense of this. Like it probably can't convert these to anything, and it just throws back undefined. Did that make sense, or am I just talking like gibberish? I think I'm talking gibberish. Alright, so comment links. God, I just want to destroy the boomers. I just can't wait to destroy the boomers. We want to run a inline function so we can run an async anonymous function, because I want to wait for some promises. This sucks. I hate doing the processing in the page evaluate. I like doing the processing back in the node world and just getting my data and getting out, but Facebook, you guys really made this hard, so good. Cheers to you. Good job. I swear to God, like this, like you obfuscated it, you made the icons, like you used a sprite map, which you probably did for, you know, optimization, but I don't know. So let's see if this actually, because we have to be getting these comment links. Knock on wood. Alright, so let's click on one of them, and then we want to wait. Oh, we can't really wait. We can wait. I use this timeout thing so much. Let's copy this and put this in the page evaluate. Oh, this is so bad. The page evaluate has all this crap in it. Oh my God. Let's do an await timeout of, let's reduce that, of like 2 seconds. No, that's bad. I just don't like making wait, like set intervals to wait for things. But we might have to do that. So if you ever want to make your own wait for, let's do it. So let's do set interval, and for the set interval we will do this. Let me just make a little setup here. I need a, let's just go back to, hold on, ignore this. I'm going back to YouTube for a second. The Kirich soundtrack is my most visited YouTube video, so you know I'm about that action. You know I'm a real hacksaw. God, I'm so lame. Let's go to my own video. What are we gonna do? What are we gonna do? Let's pop out the chat. what are we gonna do? Okay, I just wanted to, you know, see if anyone had anything else to say. All right, so let's do set interval. Let's do like a 100, and we're just gonna loop, and we're gonna do a document query selector, and we're gonna wait until this close thing exists. Oh, we don't have to do that. We just do. We could say, because we're gonna have to close eventually, so let's just wait until we get the close button. And so we don't get to a forever loop, let's do a limit. So let's say limit is 10 seconds. And then we'll have a, you know, a loop iterator, interval iterator. It's gonna be 0. Let's do interval 100. So what we're doing is we're just gonna make our own wait for because we don't have access to that inside the page evaluate. The main reason why we're doing this is we don't have access to this in the page evaluate, so we have to do this. If interval is equal to, is greater than or equal to limit, clear interval. Let's name the interval. This is our wait interval. Hey, this is how you make a wait for. Look at that. Look at that. We could just return. Just so we don't do this forever, and we'll just be like, whatever, it's broken. We gotta figure out a way to like check if something's broken. So how do we do that? Let's do broken equals false. I know it's bad. It's very bad what I just did. Sorry. Because we can't keep clicking the other comments. I don't, you know what, let's not do this yet until the problem comes up. I actually don't know if this is like worth it. But anyway, so let's go back to, you don't have to do that. Just keep it undefined. Let's go back to this, and the close button is something where, cool idea, I did something like this before, but with the Chrome extension I tried Puppeteer. We'll check out the full video tomorrow. Yeah, thanks, man. Thanks, Chris. Yeah, this is a good one. This might be the most intensive ones yet. This is probably the best one to look at. Honestly, like if you really want to like know how to do this, like really scrape, this is one of the better ones to look at. Twitter one was good too. I did like a pretty weak one on Hacker News, scraping Hacker News Algolia, but this one is a good one. Not just saying that. All right, so we want to say, oh yeah, we also want to clear the interval if close button exists. So obviously we're going to clear the interval and return. So clear interval is going to stop the interval. Intervals are, you're essentially doing a loop over and over and over again based on a timeout. That's a weird way of putting it. You're just running a function like in a loop, in a forever loop for a callback. You're running a callback in a forever loop based on a timeout. And it restarts the timeout at the end of the callback execution. My neck is like, it's such a problem with my neck. I need to go to a chiropractor. Alright, so once it exists, do that. And also, the most important thing, since this doesn't go on forever, is we say. So we're making a custom wait for. If you ever need to do this, which we kind of do here, we're doing over here. So we have this iterator. It's not really accumulator. And once we say the interval accumulator is greater than the limit or equal to the limit, we'll stop, just so we can say, hey, we don't want this going on forever. We want to have it happen in 10 seconds. We're going to run it every 100 milliseconds. All right, so let's do the wait interval, and once we get the close button, we're stopping the interval. We're using the close button. Remember, we defined it in this scope, so we have access to it in this for loop, not just in the set interval. So that's why we can do this right here. So we're getting the close button, so we can close it later. And then here, let's just get the comment data. So let's see how we can do that. Let's click on this. Oh, we have to scroll to get the comments. We gotta wait, scroll. Oh wait, it's not loading. Oh no, it just took forever to load. Wow. Wow. Ugh, this one's so bad. This one's so hard. Why are they making it so hard? We gotta do a scroll by in this container. Ugh, it's so gross. It's so gross. I don't even know what the container is. I think it's this dialogue. Let me just double check. So we have to scroll in the dialogue to make sure the comments show. Yeah, this is the things I do for the people. The things I do for the people. My God. Let's just see if this. Please tell me this just works. No, it didn't work. Yeah. Oh. Wait, is it just slow? It just did stuff. Oh wait, this scroll is based on my mouse. Hold on a second. Let me press X on this. So let's click this again. Let's see what actually happens here. Oh, it's already loaded. Let's load up another one. It's already loaded in the React. They're probably using React. It's Facebook. Let's click on this. Let's see what actually happens here. Let's actually press X on this. Maybe we don't need to do what I'm saying and scroll. I don't think we do. We don't have to auto scroll. I think we're fine. Yeah, we can just wait. Yeah, we can just wait. Okay. I was like, if we had to effing being nice. If we had to do that, like, that would have been such a pain, but we would have done it. We would have crushed it. Okay, so let's, if you're not following at this point, I don't know. Honestly, like, that's fine. I was gonna be a jerk, but it's okay. This one's getting like hairy. This is only for like the real, like, actual, like, dudes. This one's for the dudes. All right, so I'm gonna get all the li tags. I just want to get the comment text. Let's get the name and the text for each comment. So I want to get all the LIs in aria hidden false in the role dialog, and let's see if that's enough to get stuff. So we got the role dialog, which is this little modal we have here. Let's get all the LIs. Oh, query selector all. 52. Let's see if that just broke something. That's an LI? Why is that an LI? They're just like purposefully making this so hard. Okay, so we can't just do li, so we'll have to get more stuff. You know what we can do? If there's an article inside the li, you guys have no idea how valuable this is. Like if you know what's in this video, you're like free from like the beast. Like you like know how to make your own. You know how to do a lot of cool stuff, like for real. If you know how to know this. So one thing I'm gonna, like I'm telling you, if you want to start your own company, you want to do whatever, this is like, I'm not just saying this just to like boost, validate what I'm doing. Like this is actually very important. Getting your own data is super important, and we're doing it in a 10x way. All right, so, and while we're also in the process, we're just taking down boomers, which is great. So you know what we can do? We can there's new lines here. We could probably get the first 2 new lines. Oh wait, this one has new lines. Let me see. Yeah, we don't want to do that. We get the first new line. Just because I don't want to deal with like, notice how, this is what I'm saying. Notice how all of these things, they have the name. I'm doing this because I don't want to like do any more selectors. I just want to parse the text, because you're gonna get in a position where you want to parse the text so you can do things in your world more so, rather than trying to deal with a ton of selector magic like we're doing. So I'm looking at this and I'm like, okay, the name is the first thing always, right? So the name's always the first thing, and then after that you have the text, but the text, and it's after a new line character, and the text can have new line characters in it, but the last, except there's a 47 here, which I don't really care about, but the last thing we can kind of just ignore. Some of these has like edited in it, which that's fine. It's fine if we keep this little 1 hour thing sometimes. We're not perfect. But it seems like, oh, this one's weird. It just got complicated. This one doesn't have, this one just has one new line here. Hold on a second. You know what we can do? Okay, we can do this. There's 2 cases. If you're in like a software engineering interview, we're going to talk to you about constraints and use cases. Here we have, in this string parsing problem that we have right now, we want to parse out the content and we want to parse out the name. We know that it always starts with the name, but there's a case where if someone just enters a name as the reply, which some people do when they're tagging someone, it doesn't have a new line character here. So we want to check if there's only one new line character, and let's assume everything except the last thing that we split from the array after that new line character is good. Else, let's get the first, when we split the new line character, the first thing is the name, and everything except for the last thing is the content. You get what I'm saying, Mad Max? Can you post the final code like Pastebin? Yeah, 100%. I'll post this because you said that. I'll post this on GitHub so everyone can have this. I should really do that. I should do that on the Twitter one too. Yeah, I need to make GitHubs for these. Alright. So, yeah, thanks for bringing that up, because I was like thinking about how I should distribute this. I'm just going to make GitHubs for this. Seems like it makes sense. Alright, I need to comment this, which we're not doing. Notice how I don't comment at all. That's just 10. That's just being cool. That's just being a cool guy. That's just 10x behavior. If anyone on your team comments, just like don't invite them to the parties. They're not, you know. I don't want to get into it, but they're just not it, you know. Just kidding. No, commenting's important. Obviously. All right, so let's get. So this is the comment text raw, and we're gonna have to do some string parsing to get what we want. So we're gonna map it to a JSON object. And notice I'm always using arrow functions. It's it's good. It's good to do that. You don't typically, if you're not doing a lot of thing with the function, with the execution context, which is the oh my god. I'm like, I think Facebook just got in my eye. They don't want me to keep going. So let me just got in my eye. But if you're not using this keyword, the function execution context a lot, then you're gonna wanna do a lot of what am I saying? You're gonna want to use arrow functions just to optimize. It's a micro optimization. They don't tell you that, but it's a micro optimization. But micro optimizations are, let's see, all comment texts raw. Comment text raw. Okay, so just because I like to pluralize and singularize everything in here. So let's split this off the new lines. Remember, we're gonna get the comment split here. Remember our cases, so it appears like if comment split is a length that's equal to 2, this is a case because the other thing is the generic case. We're gonna do this case first, and then we're gonna do the generic case, which is the else. Oh, actually, no, this is fine. Just in case, maybe let's just check if we can do, if this like has a length greater than. Yeah, actually, let's do that. Let's check if the length is equal to 1, which it has to be if this is a string, which I think it's gonna have to be here. If it's equal to 1, we'll just return the. We're just cleaning the text, which we can do in post processing, but let's just do it like this for now. Typically, you're gonna want to post process a lot of the stuff like this. A lot of your data algorithms. You're gonna want to have a data cleaning phase, because when you're scraping, you kind of just want to go in and out, you know. Like you're, you know, being nefarious with in your relationship. You just, you know, you want to go in and out, right? Just kidding. No, this is a godly stream. We don't do that. But like, the point is, you don't want to be like in this browser session for a long time because you're not supposed to be there, you know, and the data's so finicky when you're scraping it that you just want to get your data, and then you can get your data and store it, and then have a cleaning script that's just in your safe little Node.js or C, Rust, Python, whatever code that you use. I'll actually do some Python Selenium videos. If anyone requests that, I'll definitely do that sometime. Because if you guys don't know Node.js, that's fine. I can do a Python one. I can do Ruby. I can do PHP. I can do Go. I'm not as good as Rust. I'm like trying to learn Rust right now. Because the last time I used a systems programming language, like actually, like seriously, I was like a teenager. Swear to God. I've been just coding in like mostly, even excluding Go is like, you know, fairly low level, like kind of, but I've been mostly just doing like Node, Python, Ruby, PHP, well, Node's not a language, but you know what I mean, like that type of runtime for like the past like 6-7 years. Like I haven't really, it's been so long that since I've done anything in the systems, but like, so like I need to relearn a lot of stuff, or at least trigger some stuff in the memory, because I never even did it at a higher level. So I've been learning Rust, and Rust is great. I want to have a stream where I'm kind of walking through myself learning Rust, just so you guys can kind of see how it is to learn a language. All right, so we just want to return, let's do a space. We just want to return, so when you're joining, we're splitting the string and now we're joining it in together. We just want to return the joined thing, the joined array, if it's only one. So if it's length 2, we want to return, we literally just care about the first path. Oh wait, we don't have to join space, my bad. What am I doing? Just have to return we want to join it here. But actually we don't, we just want to return 0. Yeah, we literally just return 0 for both these cases. So you know what that means? If length is less than 2, or less than or equal to 2, we'll do both of these things. Look at that, we just shortened our code. And then else, we want to say, get the first thing on this. Oh, my bad. We're returning a name. Let's assume this one doesn't have a name. I don't. Oh no, we don't want to do that. Hold on. This isn't what we want to do. No, we do want to do. We want to do both. We want to just say, let's do that. Okay, so here we want to say get the comment, which is split. So first, we're gonna remove the last. No, we don't have to remove the last thing. We can say comment equals comment split slice 1, skipping the first index to the last index, minus 2. So we're skipping the last thing as well. Yeah, so this is getting everything except for the first thing and the last thing, because the last thing we want to ignore, and the first thing is the name. So that's the comment, then this is the name. And then else, I don't know why it would be else, but, oh, this is else. My bad. Okay, so we're good. Yeah, we're good. Yeah. Okay, so we have our comments. And I don't, oh yeah, we want to close before we return this, we want to close the thing. So before we do the processing, let's just close that button. Then we're gonna get, oh no, we don't want to return, so actually let's do this. We have this article limits, or it's not article limit. We have this comment limit, so we're gonna stop once we get 20 comments for now. You can actually pass values to the page evaluate, which we're gonna do like that. And now in the page evaluate, we have, hold on. We have comment limit, yeah, comment limit. So now we can say, so a couple things. We want to accumulate all these comments. And we're going to want to return it. This is going to be comments right here. We actually want like a global value here that's like all comments. And we're gonna keep concatenating this after we return this from the script. So concatenating's fine. It's not like that bad. So let's concat this. We're gonna make it equal to this. I mean, you're still following. You're like you get it. You get it. What is this? Why am I doing that? Don't need to do that. You know what's funny? I don't even know if this is gonna work. We've written so much code. Oh my god. Hold on a sec. Hold on a second. Oh yeah, so we're concatenating it. Let's just return it for now. I know that's weird, but we're gonna put this in a loop in a sec. Like all of this stuff is gonna go in a loop. We need to do a loop for this whole thing. And in the loop, this is the last line of the loop. We'll do that in a bit, but for now, we'll just do this. Okay, so we're gonna return. Oh yeah, we don't want to return these comments here. We want to just new comments equals this, and then we want to concat this to this local comments thing. So I'm going to say comments.concat new comments. Isn't this fun? Like, are we just crushing it right now? So let's actually make this like 50 instead of 20, so we can actually test this. So comments, this is like kind of hard, just being for real. So if it's greater than or equal to the comment limit, return comments, and that's gonna return it. Oh, it's gonna return it in this function. It's not gonna return it in the whole thing. We don't even need this function. Hold on a second. We don't need this. The set interval. Oh my god, what am I doing? This set interval needs to be in a promise. How's this gonna work? Comment, click. Let's put all this in a promise. This is being a promise that resolves the how did I miss that? Wow. Wait for close button. We may not even need this. This may have been a waste of time, but it was good that we ran through it. It's fine. It's fine. So you create promises. So we're creating a promise and we're resolving it. This may be a total waste of time, but that's okay. It's okay. I'm like telling myself it's okay, so I don't feel bad that I just wasted the good people's time. This is important knowledge. You learn how to make your own script to wait for an element to load. That's important, right? 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 Alright, so this is actually, we're resolving, but that's really a reject. Here we're resolving close button if it exists. And that's really all we need to do. So now when we run, we can actually await, because even though it's not await, but we're returning a promise here. So we can actually close button equals await. The reason why is because it was gonna do the set interval and then continue, and then everything was gonna break. So that's why I have to do this. But another problem is, so let's actually get rid of this, because I think we can run, we don't have to do an inline script, because we can run the page evaluate with async. We're just gonna make this whole thing work. so that we can loop through this. We can wait for the close button after we clicked on the comment link. And then we have to wait for the comments. So let's actually make this a generic wait for, and this is our custom wait for, so like a custom function to wait for stuff. Hold on a sec. And we're just going to pass in the selector here. This is going to be found element instead of close button. We want to make this generic because we want to wait for the close button, and then we want to wait for the element text. And it returns the element that it waits for. So we want to wait until this exists. And this one we actually don't care to get the element. We just need it because remember it was doing the lazy loading for the article. So because it's doing the lazy loading for the article, we want to wait for that to happen and then do this. If you can follow this whole, I don't know who's still here, but like if you can follow this whole thing, you're like, good for you. Good for you. Look at you. Look at you. Alright, so let's see if I'm not like saying it's that hard. The reason why I'm saying that is because I'm showing the process of like how you can essentially kind of battle with the paid website a little bit. Notice how we're like thinking through how to get there, you know, and how to make sure we can get this data. Okay, so let's return. We haven't tested any of this. That's like what? It's like horrible because we actually don't even know if comment links works yet. So we're gonna have to figure that out. Okay, so I think we're good. Yeah, let's just test it out. Let's see. Let's see if this works. I just realized we didn't even, the last time we tested this is when this was undefined. Let's see. Imagine if this works first try. I don't think it did. Okay. Yeah, comment links is still undefined. Wow. That's crazy. We did all that and it's undefined. That's hilarious. Okay. So, alright, let's figure out how to do this. we should have figured this out before. So comments, links. Oh, you know why it's undefined? Because it's, wow. I misspelled the variable. That's crazy.
Yeah, there's one, I think it might be in the box under the
How did I miss that? Wow. That's crazy. That's crazy that I missed that. Yeah, I mean, we learned a lot since then, so that's. See, can you post in before it doesn't work and your HTTP dies and you never know why it did that? Don't say that because it might become true. Alright, can we probably null? Okay, so at least we did a click. That's crazy. This was just misspelled. That's funny. Okay, I don't know which click failed. And you know why? So we did all this inside the page evaluate, and the reason why I don't like doing that is because of this exact reason, that it's hard to debug. So let's actually, like, we can't even do the comma console log thing because, hold on a sec. So let's resolve this as a boolean and see if this exists, because we don't know which line actually failed. That's why we have to do this, because we do 2 clicks and it told us that there's a click of null. We don't even know if it was for the first comment or other comments too. So I just opened up my mail. Whoops. All right. So okay, they got the comment link. I don't know, why is it taking a long time? Oh, you know why? Because it clicked on the comment link and nothing happened. Oh, so that's fine. That's actually totally fine. That's fine. I'm like saying that's fine, like I'm like traumatized. Like, that's fine. Everything's fine. Alright, so why, like, what? Alright, let's do this. Comment links 0.click. Yeah, that doesn't do it. That doesn't do anything. Oh, you know why? Because we don't want to get this div, I don't think. Let's open this up. I think we want to get something inside this div. Oh, the click doesn't work. We may have to... we may have to click it in Puppeteer and not in the browser, because they may make it hard for us to do that, and it's better to do a natural browser click and simulate that than to do this type of click. But let me just see for sure. Then do a JavaScript simulated click. So I think this is the element that, yeah, this is the element clicking. So let's just see if, wait, no, that's not the element we're clicking. Oh, we're not even getting the right element. Hold on. Oh, that worked. Yeah, we're not getting the right element. That's the problem. That's okay. That's okay. Everything's fine. Everything, yeah. Why is this broken? It might be because we have one extra thing here. Redeclare. Oh, yeah. It's one. Is this the roll button? What is this? What is this? What are we doing here? We're just trying to cancel boomers. That's all we're trying to do here. Is that big of a deal? Is that a problem? Is that really a problem? Alright, so I don't see roll button in here. I promise you the next one won't be this esoteric. Maybe people like this, I don't know. This is just like getting intense. So the problem is I'm getting the selector that I'm making is wrong. Links to, and I need to make sure it's right. Right, I don't know why it's messed up. Let me just, oh, whoops. Click the wrong inspect. Let me re-inspect this. How do we do this? Oh, you know what? Let me just do. Yeah, let's do this. I just want to see if this is gonna work. Okay. Oh, yeah. It's yeah, no, it's empty. So let's go back until we can get the roll button. Okay. Next time I'll just do let, and I will do, or I won't do let, I will do var, so I can keep redeclaring this. I'll call it C. Okay. Okay, let's just keep going back until we get this. C? Nope. We want to find the right selector so we can get. I know it's tedious, but that's life. Now I feel like a machine learning engineer because this is tedious. Oh. Is this gonna work? Is this gonna work? This doesn't seem like a good. This doesn't seem like a good idea. I'm starting to think that this isn't a good idea. I wonder why. Because this isn't working like at all. It is roll button, right? Let me just do this. Oh, I'm doing direct selectors. Is it getting late? I'm not supposed to do a direct select because I know it's not a direct selector. Oh my god. Yeah, I know. Alright. Oh, whoops. Okay. Let's do that. This is, oh, it's still 7 different buttons. This is getting a little insane. Let me just restart here. No one's perfect. Facebook might win today. They might win. No, they'll never win. Let's just start again. I won't quit. Huh. Oh, this isn't the right. Oh wait, no, this is working. This is working. Yeah, this is working. Let's get comment 0.click. Is it gonna open the thing? Yeah, okay. Alright. Long story short, all we need to do is just add a roll button to it. Now when I post this to GitHub, you won't have to deal with that because I'm dealing with the fire first. Alright. Let's run this again. I just want to get comments. Remember, we're trying to find the top boomers in the United States. This is the draft. Oh, I just realized I'm not even logging anything. Hold on. I think it did it. It ends the loop and it returns the comments. It returns comments here. Comments. Let's log comments. Something was hanging, it looks like. I don't know what possibly could be hanging. Oh yeah, I didn't even test if any of this stuff works. Oh, you know what? It was waiting for the close button. No, it did close. It was waiting for... Oh, wait. I don't want to do this. Hold on a sec. Stupid. That's stupid. We want to do this first, and then we want to... Yeah. I don't know why I was... Or no, hold on. We want to wait for this up here. We want to wait for the close button to show. Oh, we don't have to wait for the close button at all. No, we do, because we want to get the close button, but we don't. That doesn't matter. We can just to simplify this, we can just wait until the article content comes up. We can change this to a document.query selector, and then we can just do this later. Like after we get the comments, we can close the thing and then add the comments, and we can do that in the at the end of the loop. We can do that. You want to do that in here? I know it's not dry. It's not dry. It's not dry code. It sounded like Trump there. I was like, oh no, I said his name. They're not gonna put my video in feeds. But I was like, it's not dry. I was like, it's not dry. All right. Dry means don't repeat yourself. It's very important. In fact, I should run over Pragmatic Programmer. And I mean, that's a principle that's been around for a while, but I should go over that book. I think I should do that in the stream. I think that'd actually help a lot. Dang, we wrote like a lot of code. Alright. I mean, I did, but you know, you helped in spirit. Okay. Let's run that again. It's gonna log it after every person. What? That didn't even mean anything. It's gonna log it after we go to every news page, which, just to reiterate, we're making a script to go through every... Is it doing it? What? Well, it can't be. Oh, it's doing it. Nice. Nice. So the comment's broken. You see how the comment isn't working? But so let's actually close it. But it actually worked. Nice. We're getting all the comments for every Facebook major news page for every city and location, so that we can cancel every boomer. Promise I'm not mad at all. I'm a Zoomer boomer. I'm 26, right? So it's fractal. Zoomer boomer. You were born from 95 to 2000. You're a Zoomer boomer. Okay. So new comments. Why is this broken? So, oh, I'm slicing it. Oh, wait, this is... I need to join it. But also, oh, I need to join it, but also, it still should have... This shouldn't have happened. It's actually log as we go. Is that right? That's getting everything except the last one. I'm gonna test the node, so I'm gonna say 1, 2, 3, x dot slice 1 comma x dot length minus 2. Oh, it's empty. X. I meant to do x length minus 1. Okay. All right. So let's do this. By the way, this is like amazing. Facebook's one of the hardest. I'm really jaying myself off here. for the sensors. But no, this is like important. If you want to get your own data, this is how you do it. Let me get rid of these logs. This is not important. I wanted to show you how to. It's getting a little late, but I wanted to show you how to get cookies and save cookies. Oh, yeah, we got it. Here's our list of comments on the New York Times, the first 50 that we could find. This person's like, I don't know what the article context is. Obviously, we can get that. It's no problem. But she's like, I love her and her music, but sadly, okay, let's get the article data. I don't know what this is about. But sadly, I don't think she was happy at all. She throws sadness, hate at every possible chance, even on her last days. May she rest in peace now. Well, that's not funny at all. Okay, it's about someone dying. So now we're jerks. Okay, someone's like, definitely go to the event. Go with your gut. I know what I would do. Well, Shelly, I don't know what that's about, but relax. Alright, so someone's like, nope, don't do it. I know, your mom doesn't regret one thing she's done. Probably proud of it too. I've confirmed with mine. They don't feel any regret for their self. Whoa, this is like an intense conversation. Alright, well, and by the way, everyone here is over 50. Which is fine, but like, I'm not saying it's a big deal. I'm just saying, you know. Alright, so we got the comments. We're getting comments per page that we have. I have this data set. We can go down many roads here. One, we have to get the article data, which I do want to show you how to do. Per article. So like, I don't want it to just be like just the comments and everything. So let's actually make a function to get the article data. But two, we can do something with this data. So what if we get, so per location, we already have the location data set. What if per location we get the Facebook comments and then we make a database and then we put it online and we say ha ha ha? Or what if we make a Twitter account where we do some classification to find which of these comments per location is like maybe we get like 1,000 comments per day per location, and then we get some semantic information to be like who's saying the craziest stuff. Or maybe there's this toxic classifier that I want to mess around with. Some of the woke people made this toxicity classifier, and I want to actually use it. Like, even though like I make fun of people like that a lot, I kind of want to use it, but like I want to use it to find like based stuff. No. Toxic doesn't mean based. Or does it? I don't know. It depends on who trained the classifier, right? What if your worst enemy trained a classifier on what was toxic? Like the most toxic person you know, right? Like that. Like, what would that toxic classifier be really about if you think about it? Like, if someone made a toxic like let's stop coding for a second. If someone made a toxic classifier based on like how they behave and they're like the most psychopathic person you know, that would be like how to find good behavior. Either way, let's think about it. Like, we could actually, maybe another video, but we could use this data. I'll get the article data right now, but we could use this data to highlight like the most like cancerous stuff. No, the most controversial stuff people are like. What if everyone in like some random town in Ohio is just like going off? You know, we'd have to like figure out. It would be interesting that you could graph it out. you could actually do a location. You could graph out. You could tap into what every location is talking about. That's more useful. I'm thinking like my dark, stuff. I'm thinking like dark side stuff. But you could like my renegade stuff for anyone who plays Mass Effect. If you play Mass Effect, I'm sorry. Not that it's bad, but like everyone knows that you just play it because you don't have a girlfriend. Which is okay. It's a fun game. Alright, so... No, like the best RPGs for dudes that crush is like Fallout. No, I'm kidding. Like Fallout, it means that you're depressed. If you play Fallout, you're depressed. If you play Mass Effect, you don't have a girl. If you play Skyrim, you're like a virgin. These are like all my my 3 favorite games. So what does that say about me? All right, so if you went this far into this, like, good job. All right, let's get the. We don't have to pass the article data. Oh wait, hold on a second. We don't want to do that here. We can actually do that in the page comments. So for each, when we loop through each article, we can just get the article data and add it to each comment, like here. Comment links. Let's see. So we loop through, so we get for each comment. So we get each article, we get the comment link on each article. Then we loop through it, and then, so now we're in an article right here. This is the comment link on the article. Which means right here, once the article loads up in the dialogue, well, this is a comment. Terminology is confusing. We're just waiting until the comments load here. But once the dialogue loads up, we can get data about the article, which is right here. So let's figure out how to get data from this. Let's just get the post text for now, just to show you how to do that. How do we do it? Oh, there's this data add preview thing. Look at that. Life's getting a little easy for us. We're gonna get soft. Wait, what just happened? Oh, it erased from the. Okay. That might be a problem. I don't know. All right, so we're getting this. Oh, this is the article. No, but there's an article inside each. Sorry, I sound like crazy right now. Post in set 1 article. Let's do this. Let's do. So there's that roll dialogue. Remember, that's the pop-up. Equals. Someone give me coins for this. I want coins. I operate off of coins. Alright, rolls. What if, like, I was a little, like, I was just like, yeah, right, first let's just get the inner text. If I was just like let's just do this. I know it's like sketchy, but for now let's just do this. This is the text of the article. The first thing is the name of the page. You know, we're not making a full-blown application here. We'll post-process this, meaning we're lazy. Alright, so article equals article text. And then for each of these things, we're going to pass the article text. So for each comment, we'll have the article text as like context. So we'll call it context. And this is just to inform us about this. So we can actually make a pretty cool data set with this. We could train an LLM to like comment on things. Interesting. If we get the sequential comments for each article, we could show comments over time. No. We just use the comments. So we could just like train something on these comments to train how to actually comment. All right, let's see. Yay, we did it. So look here. So we have the comment that was made, the name of the boomer, and then we have the context. So it's why do liberal women hate their mothers? Absolutely no values or respect. That's what's up, Christopher. Okay, so the New York Times. I mean, you know, that's. Why would you say that? No, just kidding. But dang, these guys are going off. Most of the people dropping their 2 cents have their own demons. Yeah, you could just say that in any thread. Everyone here has demons. It's like, yeah, it's just being a human being. Like a good one, E-Tang. I mean, I obviously could roast this person. I'm not gonna roast anybody. You know, these people don't know that they're on the coder stream. There's plenty of time for you to be bitter in life. It's true. Not much time left. And yeah. All right, cool. So we did it. We got comments. We have a lot of things we can do with this data set. Well, we can run this for a long period of time. I gotta remember to actually like, well, one, I gotta post this somewhere, but I gotta remember to make a GitHub and whatever else needs to get done. So, but for now, thank you. I hope you subscribe, like the video, comment, tell me that I'm a really bad person for whatever reason, or tell me that you like me for whatever reason, or don't. That's okay. You can do whatever you want. Buy me a coffee, link in the description. And yeah, I need to set up locals. Okay, see ya.